Oh, that was gross. Alright, today is January 14th, I think? I could be wrong about that. It might be 13th. Anyway, today was such a great day. Words can't describe how great today was, just in that the Lord's working through so many different situations to glorify Himself, and the spillover of grace, mercy, joy, and blessing that we receive when He gets glory is just like profoundly obvious right now, and so good. I kind of want to change up the structure by which I deliver these video journals a little bit, and that I don't really want to talk about like from the beginning of my day what happened, and sort of I just want to talk to you about what is on my mind. Because I think that that's sort of what's most beneficial for future Ben, future Annika, future what. But anyway, Jenny and I had, actually, to back up a little bit, first it was church, and church was great. Emily came to church, and Andy just did a fantastic job, even though he was a little drugged up. He just did a really good job, and she came and she really enjoyed it. She really enjoyed the music. She really enjoyed the preaching. She really enjoyed all of it, and that was super, super awesome, and very encouraging. What else? And then we went. I went home. Jenny and I had a little, it wasn't an argument at all. It was, she just brought up something that made me feel really terrible, and just about sin in my life, and then Daniel and I watched. She dropped me off, and she went baking with Tom and his brother, and Daniel and I watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which gave me nothing but anxiety the entire time we were watching it. I don't know why I even bought that stupid movie, but anyway, watched that, then took a small mini nap, and then went to the vision meeting at Metro, which was so awesome. And we all got to collectively just pray together, and talk about the church's mission. He brought my name specifically up amongst the rest of who he could remember was going into leadership training as far as CG groups, and who will be co-leading and stuff like that. And he just said my name, and not that that means anything, because it doesn't mean anything, but it does in the sense that the Lord, part of what He works on with me so much is purpose and worth, and these things that I have a severe burden in being able to understand about myself in Him. And so just Him recognizing us in that, us upcoming CG leaders or whatever, was really encouraging. And then like the most encouraging part about it was to just like having that understanding that the Lord is calling me to be a part of this church, to sit underneath our pastors, Pastor Andy and Donovan and Chris, Pastor Donovan, Pastor Chris, to hear them discuss with us the vision for the church, and to know the whole time that I'm a part of that, and the Lord is choosing to glorify Himself through me in this church, is just like, I can't even describe it to you. And then to have that intimate feeling of placement amongst the community in the church, it's especially awesome to just hear about what Metro's been through and where it's going. It's so encouraging, and I love the church like she's my mother now, and at this establishment or this institution that is the Metro Church, it just like the community of believers there, it's just so good. It's so good, and it's so awesome to hear everything that they've been through and all of that. And then got home, and Jenny and I got to talk, and we had, for sure, the most fruitful conversation that we've had in our entire relationship, and it was so good. And it just involved like us talking about fighting for one another in friendship, and like in the limitless boundaries that the Lord's given us in our friendship outside of an intimate relationship. Is just so awesome and encouraging and super uplifting, and just really great. So exciting. I love her so much. And for any of you out there that might be thinking negatively about Jenny Yarbrough, I would think twice about ever mentioning it to me, because I will fight you, literally. I'll fight for our friendship, and that's another thing that we talked about, Daniel and I too, just about fighting for each other's friendship and fighting for the relationship that we have with each other, but then also, how people perceive our relationships with one another. And these guys know me so well. I mean, they know me very, very, very well, and it's by the Lord's grace and His mercy and His love for me and for His church that we have established a firm foothold in a relationship together, all of us, me and Daniel and Jenny and soon to be Bear, and our community group, and our church, that is on its way to being almost unshakable. I see that happening, and I know that that's the Lord's desire, and I believe that He's going to see it through to the end, and we're all home with Him eventually. So, future Ben, remember this time in your life as one of those many remarkable seasons throughout the first 3 or 4 years of your sobriety and your pursuit of the Lord, that He is doing amazing things with you now, and I guarantee you that He is doing them that you might exhibit these same changes later on in life with a stronger, more firm understanding of what He was doing now and what He wants you to do then or now or whatever. And you can grow into new things, and new struggles and stuff like that, but just hold fast in the work He's doing in your life now. And Annika, man, you have something so special. I say that all the time, and I don't want you to think that that's generic, because it's not, but you are literally an incredible human being, and I will love you, and I will protect you, and I will fight for you for the rest of your life. I'll never not be there. I'll never go anywhere. I'll never leave you. I have made huge mistakes in my past with you, and I pledge that I will fight to rebuild those things in your heart, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will keep you from my loving arms. I will always be here for you, and I need you to know that. Now I want you to know that at this current place in our relationship together, I'm working very hard for you to fall in love with me the way that I've fallen in love with you, because you need to know these things about yourself, and you need to have a father that is going to affirm them about yourself and about your relationship with him, with me. Your relationship, you need to trust me, you need to honor me and respect me and love me, and you need to know that I'm never, ever, ever going to leave you, and I'll always have your best interest in mind, and I will always put to death my selfish heart in time that you might be lifted on high, because you're worth it. Future wife, I can't wait to love you. I cannot wait to love you. I'm going to love you well. I'm going to give you all the same things that I pledged to give my daughter in my community. I'm going to fight for you. I'll be there for you. I'll put to death my heart. I'll lay my life out on the line for you. Anytime. As a matter of fact, if I knew that you wouldn't be devastated that I was gone, I would pay for the opportunity to do that for you. I love you all. Future Ben, I love you too. Been a great day. Good night.